will point when it's time.
Live music, real transformations, and moon power on stage. This week, we're trading animation for applause as we break down Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon The Super Live. From magical girl choreography to glittery chaos energy, was it everything we dreamed of and more? Let's talk all things sparkle and stage on Cosmic Power Rewind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Ooh, Sailor Moon. That's right, everybody, because this is Sailor Moon's Cosmic Power Rewind, our weekly vodcast where Maggie and I rewatch and recap every episode of Sailor Moon, week by week, episode by episode. I almost said Smallville. Like, I was so close to saying Smallville.
They do both start with an S.
Yes, they do. That is very true, Maggie. Yes. And what else is very true is that this week we're taking a bit of a break from the normal Sailor Moon discussions because last week, or maybe a week, I don't know, time's flat. We took a bit of a break, so I don't remember exactly when it happened.
Over a week ago.
Yeah.
We went to...
Week and a half ago, we went and saw...
Sailor Moon, The Super Live.
The Super Live. I gotta tell you, this name really confused me.
I know.
A lot when I was trying to Google it. I was like, the Super what? But it's just the Super Live.
The Super Live, yeah.
It's the Super Live. It completely caught me off guard. Hey, you know what else caught me off guard?
What?
Basilius of Stupidonia and Our Lady Hikari. Thank you for being our producers for the month. We greatly appreciate you both. If you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or become a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Get your name listed just like these fine folks did.
Yep.
You can also get special Discord access along with many other fun things like watch-alongs. We watched the Supergirl movie a week ago, a couple weeks ago. It was terrible, but we had a fun time watching with everybody. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, come on, be a member. It's going to be great. But today, like I said, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from our standard Sailor Moon stuff as we discuss our trip. We've got some highlights that we're going to show. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm not just going to be showing my iPad. We're going to show it like that. So don't even fret, dogs.
We got some merchandise to show
Oh,
too.
Yeah, we got tons of merch.
Hey, Theodore. Oh, you subbed. Thanks,
hey,
man.
Thanks, Theodore.
Thanks, man.
And welcome to the Dog Pound.
Wow, that was awful. Hey, you know what's not awful, though? Going back to the moon. Shit, sorry. I thought I was still...
I love that. Oh, shit, sorry.
I thought I was still picking the folder and not hitting the intro button, so my bad. My bad. So sorry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sailor Moon Theory.
I think Coolsville sucks.
Wait,
oh,
no,
shit, Fred.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm joking, anyways. This is season 1, episode 29.
No, I forgot to take that part out.
I'm sorry.
But it is Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the Super.
Yes, the Super Live. Special thanks to SailorMoon.fandom.com and Wikimoon for this week's episode summaries and more. The first show of this show was in Tokyo, August 31st, 2018.
That's right. And there's a couple things here. I believe I've got it all figured out for later. But just in case I didn't specifically say it, this was the first run of this show.
Yeah.
Ran for a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
And then they brought it back, which is we watched. Yeah. So, yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it ran for a good bit. I remember people posting about it, and I was like, dang it, I want to go see it. Anyways, the synopsis of the show follows. The Super Live is a very loose adaptation of the Dark Kingdom arc. It has almost no dialogue and a minimum number of songs. The show mostly expresses itself through extensive dance, choreography, and acrobatics, due to being developed for an international non-Japanese speaking audience.
Oh.
Are you okay, Matt?
What?
Are you okay, Matt? I heard the
Yeah, I don't know. I had nothing to add, so I made a grunt noise.
Okay.
There you go.
So we're going to talk all about Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the Super Love. Matthew,
Yes,
what
my dear.
did you think about this love show?
Oh my God, Maggie. What did I think about this show? Let me just say this. 2 words. Immaculate.
Immaculate.
The amazing.
Was it super?
Oh, it was super live, I'll tell you that much. No, I really enjoyed this. I love theater, like
Yes.
going to watch movies and stuff,
Yeah.
obviously. And anytime I can go watch something live, like that's not at like Dollywood or something,
Yeah, sure.
I really enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
For the most part. Obviously, we've been to a few duds in our life,
Yeah.
but like going to watch Mamma Mia, that was fun. I would love, the place we went to. They're going to be showing the Book of Mormon and Hamilton. I would love to go back for both of those.
Yeah.
For 2 various reasons, but like I think it'd be great. So I'll be honest, I didn't really know. I went in as unknowing as possible. Like I didn't look into the show. I didn't look into like the music or anything. We didn't even know whether or not it was a musical.
Yeah. Because like in my brain, I knew that there is another version that I knew for a fact it was a musical. It had almost all the Scouts in it.
Yeah.
And like I was like, it's not the musical. It must just be like a stage play. There's no music.
Yeah.
And then wherever I'm sitting there, because Matt stood in the merchandise line.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't even fret.
But I sit there and they start saying, I was like, oh, it's a musical. Oh my God. This is amazing.
So yeah, going in knowing very little about what was going to be happening, and also, I'm not entirely versed in the Dark Kingdom arc. Like I saw a little bit. I think we watched through it on Crystal once, and like we kind of marathoned it quickly. So like I really didn't remember much.
Well,
of
it flies through though.
Yeah,
Crystal does.
And so like even just the story beats, I wasn't even aware of like what was about to happen. And so like going in. I really didn't know what to expect, but I love what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't expecting it to be. I'm trying to think of like the right word here. Like okay, it could have been as bad as like Power Rangers live on stage. Okay, like it could have been that bad, and it was not.
No,
it was really really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I would say it was on par with like maybe like a really well done like and longer Disney show.
Yeah.
Right. Not like Disney on Us, but like at
No.
Disney World, like when you go and watch like the Frozen sing along or whatever. Like the way that the sets interacted with them being a lot of screens.
Yes.
The way they incorporated the subtitles and the lyrics of the songs and stuff within the visuals so that it didn't just stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And also, you really didn't even have to pay that much attention to the subtitles. Obviously, the whole thing's in Japanese.
Yeah.
But like you could really fill out like what the show was.
Oh yeah.
With the emotions and everything that they were doing.
Yes. I really loved their costumes so much.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So let me ask you this: do we want to? We've got continuity coming up. I'm trying to remember what the run of the show is. We've got continuity. We've got. We don't have a lot of things, like a lot of segments, obviously, because this is a different type of thing. Do we want to go ahead and do like our trip, or do we want to do continuity and then kind of go into like our experience?
I say continuity and then our experience.
Okay, let's.
Hi, Ariel.
Hey, Ariel's back. What's up, Ariel? Well, then let's go ahead and do that if that's
All right,
cool.
now it's time for continuity.
Carry on my wayward son.
Excuse me. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the Super Live, is the 36th Sailor Moon musical advertised as a 2.5D.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what that
interesting.
means. Yeah.
Musical, like many
I'll
others.
give them 2.5 Ds.
Unlike,
I'm sorry, that was awful.
it's okay.
That's terrible.
Unlike other musicals, it was developed for an international audience with less emphasis on Japanese speech. Since it was created to suit international audiences, this was the first Sailor Moon stage production performed in its original full form outside of Asia.
Very important show.
Yes. The Super Live was initially announced to be performed in Paris as part of what?
Japanismus.
Japonismus.
It's some sort of
which was
portmanteau or something.
which was a series of cultural events that celebrated the 160th anniversary of diplomatic relationships between France and Japan. Ooh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
This would mark the first time a Sailor Moon musical would be performed in both the USA and France. The 2025 show was the second iteration of the Super Live, with new people in charge, and the costumes of the show were also changed. Like its predecessor, the show was made with an international audiences in mind and featured a small cast, which made it easier to travel abroad. However, this version used dialogues and lyrics more prominently, contributing to a more detailed storyline.
So the original cut, well, the original version had less.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like,
It's bonkers.
I mean, like, it was cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and it has enough to be able to follow. But I mean, it is a very pared down,
Yeah.
story. Mainly, I mean, which is good for why they chose to do that.
Yeah.
But like, I can't imagine it having less
Yeah.
and making any kind of sense, Like, I feel like at that point it would almost be interpretive dance set to Sailor Moon music,
Yeah, basically. It was yet again performed in Japanese with English supertitles displayed on stage. The original Super Live featured Kunzai in the main cast, but this version cut, the Shintanao entirely. Luna, however, was a new addition. This is the first time Sailor V appeared in the musicals. Is so freaking good.
So I'm assuming Sailor why am I blanking?
V?
Sailor V, what should we become?
Sailor
Venus. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Like, my brain just dropped dead. I'm assuming Sailor Venus was in the old one, but Sailor V version of Sailor Venus was not.
Yeah. This is. I think it's the. I don't know about the Japanese 90s live action show that they did with the stuffed Luna cat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Sailor V showed up in that, but seeing in live in a live action Sailor V, it was so cool.
Yes.
With her glasses and stuff. I loved it.
Yes. Which I only got to see briefly, but we'll again discuss that shortly.
And I'm about to sneeze.
I will say Mushra50 in the chat says the creator of Sailor Moon, she needs to outsource Sailor Moon to different animation companies before it fades into another hiatus again. Yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. We were talking on the way back how it would be great if even like, I don't know if they got like the Crystal team to do it or whatever, but for somebody to adapt the Sailor V stuff.
Yeah, it's never. It's like I said, I don't know much about that show. I just mentioned.
Sure.
But yeah, they really need to. I mean, there's only, if you do the Eternal Edition, if you go by that, they really need to adapt that.
Like, I feel like, you think of like Dragon Ball, how we got like some of their like standalone movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, History of Trunks is a perfect example, where it's like it is kind of continuity, but it's also not necessary. But it was like taken from the manga, but they didn't want to just shoehorn it into like the middle of the series. And so like I feel like this kind of fits that perfectly. And there's so much about Sailor V and that like obviously, me watching it through the first time, I don't know everything, but I know at the very least the fact that they reference her as Sailor V and like that she's been around and that she's done some things and stopped some people and stuff. Like, I feel like there's enough lore there that at the very least it would be a fun thing to watch. Not necessarily like an important thing to watch, but I'm a sucker for like side stories and stuff. So I would love if they were able to, to finally do that. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. I'm like having a sneezing fit over here for some weird reason. Ready?
Are you okay?
I feel like there's another sneeze coming on, but it's like,
hey, Bakugo says, "Do y'all remember me?" Yeah, we remember you. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Of course, Bakugo.
If let us know in chat if you could have an animation studio take on Sailor Moon, do a version of it. Who would you want to do it? Doesn't have to be Japanese. Literally any animation studio. Who would you want to take it on? let us know in the chat. I'd love to get some weird answers. Pixar would be terrible.
Pixar.
I mean, like Pixar's great, but that would probably be terrible.
The animation studio that does Bob's Burgers.
Oh my god, dude! The animation studio that did Your Name, it would just be so pretty. It'd be such a pretty anime.
It
you
would
know?
be.
Oh my god! I mean, it looked kind of like Crystal, though. If we're being honest. Back to you,
That's
Maggie.
true. Okay. The North American tour is visiting 21 cities across the United States, beginning on March 12th in Pittsburgh and ending on April 26th in New York City.
New York City.
He gets the salsa from New York City.
That's a terrible reference.
Yes, I know. Going through 14 states in total, the main cast reprised their roles from the 30th anniversary musical festival Chronicle. The North American cast includes...
And we've got cards. So, Maggie, do you want to do the cards and I'll read off the names?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to handle the...
Prompter.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, these were some of the swag, some of the merch. I'll be honest. You know what? Before we do that, I'm gonna take just a slight detour and go into this. So this was when we were waiting. Yes, that was Walmart. So this was when we got there. We was waiting to get to the merch line. So this is the line for merch, and it goes all the way. You can kind of see it wraps around that corner, and then it comes back. So like it goes around the corner, comes back to the table, which is like near the exit sign.
Yeah.
And then it all comes all the way through here.
Up the steps.
And up the steps.
It even went where we was at right here. It went up another set of steps at one point.
Yes. And so it like wrapped around the side of the steps, went all the way back around the wall.
Yeah.
And then up the next set of steps
And
to the
there's
third floor.
lot ones that they have. They sold out of those while we were
So-
standing there.
Yes, while we were waiting in line. So we were waiting in line, obviously, a long time. And then they start saying, hey, the show's getting ready to start. And Maggie's like, let's just not worry about it. And I'm like, Maggie, listen, I'm your man. Okay. You go and I will get in there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait in line and I'm going to get this merch.
Sorry.
And because I was thinking, like, there's going to be people dropping out. Like, you know, especially once the show starts, like, this line's going to get empty. And, like, you know, the show doesn't come around all the time. So, like, I'm going to wait. We're going to get as much merch as we can.
Yeah.
So Maggie gets seated. And then I'm, like, just waiting in line. I ended up being maybe 10 minutes late.
Yeah, he
Like,
wasn't too bad. He missed, like you said, he caught a piece of the Sailor V part.
Yeah.
And
And
I was
were
just sitting there
pumping-
like,
They did pump the audio in there. You couldn't really hear it. I have a video of it
Yeah.
later. Actually, let's see. So this is Maggie
Yeah.
waiting.
yeah,
And then like they had these like TVs that kind of showed it.
yeah.
Not really though. Like it didn't really like play too well. Oh, I guess I didn't save it, but I was in line and like you could kind of hear it going
yeah.
on. But it was, you know, it was fine.
Yeah.
But so being in the merch line, I was like, I'm buying whatever they have. I'm
Yeah.
getting. Okay.
Yeah, I said, I
Spent way too
want the
much.
cards. I said, I do want the cards. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, I will take one of each card.
And they're like, there's two.
Yeah. The lady was like, well, there's two poses per person. Do you want one of each person or one of each pose? And I said, whatever. All of it. I want all of them. And she said, well, there's a bundle. You can get every pose all together. It's $70. Like, just put it in there. I don't care. Just put it in there. Put it in the sack, lady. Put it in the
there.
sack. So these are the cards
Yes.
that we were talking about. So the North American cast includes the following. We got
Sorry.
Usagi / Sailor Moon, played by Riko Tanaka. Here, how about I can zoom this in a little bit more. Maybe, oh, that's not the right button. Let's see. Why won't it let me grab you? It's not letting me grab your screen. That's so weird. It won't let me grab you. Hang on. I got it. Maybe I got it. There we go. I gotta zoom it in a little bit more.
Whoa.
There we go. There we go.
Trying to make sure there's no glare. Okay.
All right. So we got Usagi, played by Riko Tanaka. We got Ami / Sailor Mercury.
I'm showing all the poses.
It's okay. You're fine. Bakugo says they have a question. Hit us with it. Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know. Wanna know what you got. And Hikari in the chat says, "That's right, Matt. Support your woman. You're goddamn right. That's right. This is Maggie's show. Now, when we go to Weird Al, am I gonna make Maggie wait in line to get an accordion for me? Absolutely.
I will.
Because she supports her man.
There's Sailor Mercury.
So we got Ami / Sailor Mercury, played by Kanan Maikawa, I believe. Sorry, I'm butchering everybody's names. We also have Ray / Sailor Mars. Am I going too fast?
A bit. I have to take them out of the sleeves.
Oh, well, just leave them in the sleeve. You know,
there's 2 cards in each sleeve.
Yep. Do they flip?
No.
Okay. Well, we just need one. You don't have to show.
I want to show them all.
Okay. Well, show them all.
Dang it.
Show them all. Show them all. Here, while you're doing that, I'll zoom this in a little bit more so that you don't have to reach as far. Pardon me. Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
Okay. Here's Sailor Mars.
I'm just zooming in
Hello.
as
Oh
much
my
as possible.
god.
What?
It's starting to look yucky.
There you go. All right. We got. Sorry. Let's see here. Who am I on? Ray / Sailor Mars, played by Ray Kobayashi. And I thought she did great.
Yeah, I did too.
There's a scene where she pushes Sailor Moon over, and it's fantastic. I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Office with that zoom in. LOL.
Okay.
Next up, we got Makoto.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. We didn't prep this.
Oh my god, I feel so exposed.
Yeah, Ray played Ray, oddly enough. Makoto / Sailor Jupiter, played by Kisara Matsumura. Do what?
I said, look at them boots.
So, me and Maggie had a slight discussion about this. I feel like her skirt is a bit shorter.
But it's not.
It's not?
It's not.
Okay.
It's her boots that are making her look taller.
Oh,
it's
okay.
how they're cut and stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like they were trying to make her look tall by showing more of her legs. But no, I guess it's just the boots. It's just the boots.
Boots.
If the boot fits.
Yeah, they nailed the shoes for this. I love it. Oh my god, my face.
Sorry. All right, next up we got Minako / Sailor Venus, played by Marin Makino.
Yeah.
And did they have any other pictures with her glasses on?
No.
Ah, man, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But again, everybody does great. Question: who are your favorite Sailor Scouts? Ariel says in the chat. Well, I'll say this: my favorite is Usagi. Because everybody takes a big old shit on her in the show, and nobody respects the fact that she is the fucking heart that drives Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon wouldn't exist without Sailor Moon.
That is true.
Sorry, that's I'm past. We've been watching it the first time.
He's really aggressive.
Sorry, I keep forgetting it's like so zoomed on you. I'm sorry. Next up, we got Queen Beryl.
Oh,
but I can go to.
Well, you could go to Tuxedo Mask, but I'll go ahead and get Beryl ready. That way,
let's see.
You don't have to wait forever.
Actually, okay, yeah, let's do Queen Beryl.
All
right. We got Queen Beryl, played by. It says here a few different people.
Yeah, there's like.
Oh wait, no, it's just one. It's just one. The next ones are a bunch of Yuma.
Oh.
Yeah. So Queen Beryl is played by Sayaka Akumura, and she slayed, if I can say that.
Yeah,
can I say that?
She stole the show.
She did. Everybody friggin' cheered.
Listen, she
Cheered.
had Rita laugh like all over, man.
Bakugo says, I got a question. Hit us with your question, man. Hit it in here. Next up, we got Tuxedo Mask, aka Mamoru Chiba, played by Riona Tatamichi.
Mm-hmm.
Tatamichi. Also fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We'll show you some actual like footage from it and stuff here in a second. Which you're not supposed to have, to be clear. You're not supposed to have footage.
Yeah, it's a big no-no of taking pictures and videos.
I may have misunderstood a situation,
And
but
like,
it's fine. Is that it for the cards?
yes,
Okay, I'm gonna fix your.
the usher that let me in. She said, no pictures, no videos during the time. She said, but they may mention something about letting you take pictures at the end.
Yeah.
And well, sure enough, I heard some people behind me. They're like, yeah. They'll say, it's time for pictures. You could take pictures now. You could take video now. So I was like, all right. So I kept on telling Matt, I said, Matt, do not get your phone out. Do not even try. They're supposed to have a time. Well, some people start doing it towards the end.
Well, and I thought what was going on was the end.
Yeah.
Like, because they all come out and they're like, doing like the show's over.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, oh, well, this is it. Like I guess we can start doing it.
Yeah.
But then no, apparently that's not
Yeah.
what was happening. Because then they're like, okay, now you can take your cameras out. And I was like, fuck, I guess.
I was
I'm
like, looked
sorry.
at him. I'm like, Matt.
And I mean, I'd been recording and taking lots of pictures for like a good 10 minutes at that point. So. But luckily I didn't get kicked out.
No.
So the voice of Luna was portrayed by Masato Matsumoto. So there we go. Next up we got Puberty, but with superpowers. So we'll take a pause there. And if it's cool, we'll go ahead and start showing off some of the stuff. So of course, we showed y'all some of the things. This is us getting there. Before we stopped, before we got there, we found an old Walmart.
An old Walmart. Like, this is not a super center Walmart.
Yeah. It's like an old Walmart. Like one that you could play like the Virtual Boy at back in the day. It was wild.
It's really weird.
And
it's cramped.
We did find a lot of doorables on clearance.
Yeah, we did.
For our daughter, so we did that.
Did find a Chibi Moon plush. Well,
we did.
I didn't buy it because the 90s anime ruined her for me. So that's all I can say.
This is us by a bridge. Where is it? Kentucky?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky.
That's
is where
the Ohio River.
Yeah. And then this is kind of where we were staying. We were at this the Galt House over there, and then the center
was right over there. It was just like 2 minutes from where we had to watch it.
You can kind of see like the bricks and stuff. That's where it was. So like literally we just walked straight from our hotel over there. It was pretty cool. They had a nice little place to, pose. And I had to ask a lady. I was like, hey, I'll take your alls if you take ours. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
And she took it one way.
Yes.
She took it like twice. And was like, here you go.
Because she knew that there's a bunch of people waiting.
Yeah. And what did I do? Took 25 pictures for her because that's what I do. Listen, I pop that bitch up top. I bring it down, turn it vertical, turn it sideways. You gotta get it all. You gotta get them all.
I was, because like I didn't know how to dress and I should have known better. I overthought it, but so many people cosplayed and I was like, oh man.
Oh, and one thing I want to call out, Maggie.
The purse
penis.
that Matt bought me.
Sorry, I just realized that it's hard to focus, but yeah. Do you want to tell them about that purse?
It's my Artemis purse. Matt bought me a Luna and Artemis purse when we were dating.
I want to say that was like our first Christmas, like real Christmas.
I think so.
Because like we were like seeing each other kind of the first Christmas in 2015. But so I think this is 2016. I got you those two purses. Yeah, and that's the first time I've seen you. I liked it. It caught me by surprise. It made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course the
The merch.
Yeah, the merch line here. And you can even see some of the people cosplaying.
Yeah, but there was some, man, they went all out.
Yeah.
I loved it with the wigs and everything. I loved it.
I didn't want to be a creeper and be like, hey.
Can I take your picture?
Yeah, I didn't want to do all that.
Yeah, Matt's like, do you want to take a picture? I was like, no, I don't know these people.
And then this is where we were sitting from. So this is like as close as we was to the stage. Obviously, it being a picture, it makes it look like it's further away than it was. But I mean, we were very close.
Yes.
Maggie got us some really good seats.
If you're a VIP, you got like within the first 2 rows.
And like over to the right, like over that way.
Yeah.
Like there was maybe like 5 seats and then a door. And so I was able to just like sneak right in.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard at all for me to get in there after it started.
Matt also got pins and magnets.
Of course. Which one of those is for
my
our
niece?
Yeah.
She was bummed that I didn't take her. And I said, I'm so sorry.
I told them one of everything.
Yeah.
Literally. Whatever they had left.
We got a bag.
And a poster.
And a poster.
And our 2 shirts.
Yes.
Yeah. Which you don't have to get the poster out. I'm pretty sure I put it in a safe place.
I think
so that it wouldn't get like jacked up or whatever. So then of course the show starts. I'm still in the merch line. But
and I'm like sitting there beside people I don't know.
So this is when things start going. I've got like video, so I like, yeah, I think this is actually video. And again, I don't know how much of this we can play.
Matt's already taking it over. He's like, crap.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. And you can even see like some of the
the lot ones.
Yeah. But yeah, again, if we go dark,
this is why.
Yeah, we'll come back.
The choreography and stuff was amazing. Also, they nail those poses every single time.
And I do a lot of zooming in and out, just so everybody knows, because I'm also taking pictures as I'm doing this. I'm more thinking about the photo of what we're seeing.
Ariel, I have seen Sailor Moon Crystal. Yes, I haven't watched it all the way to the end though.
He was great.
Yes, he was.
I'm gonna. Oh, did it start over?
Yeah.
I think that was the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like I said, I've got some pictures taken from that. I tried to not duplicate. Like if I was showing the video, I was trying not to duplicate. But like, he did a great job.
Yes, he did. He did very well.
Own the stage. Everybody freaking out when he would come out. Just totally nailed it. Here's some tuxedo mask stuff. These are just pictures I took that were live photos, and I just saved them all as video. So that's why it meant like a little janky.
The backup dancers, they were great.
Yeah.
They played multiple roles throughout the thing. It was great.
And
that movement just
and you can see like the screen behind him, like that's where they would put the lyrics and the subtitles. So like really the video played a lot like a I love that, the rose. And then she comes out. But like the lyrics would play like a stylized lyric video. It was really cool. That's just magnificent. Magnificent. Yeah, I think
this is all them in their school uniforms. It's so cute.
Again, not supposed to be recording any of this. I thought this was it. Like this is now at this point the whole show had ended.
Yeah.
Like the show was done. This is like the encore essentially. Yeah. So like the last 15 minutes of it is just these like standalone songs and them in different outfits and stuff. That's not like worked into the plot. But it was really cool. Like it was cool seeing them, especially because I kind of missed the very first of it. So like there was some stuff I didn't get to see.
And I will say all of them nail every personality. I love it.
Yeah. Ray, I thought was phenomenal. Because like there was just enough of the kind of hating on Usagi.
Yeah.
But like just enough for you to know like that's her character trait.
Yeah.
But not so much that it like sticks out.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'll be honest, having only seen 3 iterations of Sailor Moon at this point, the Deke version,
Yeah.
well, Viz Media version,
Yeah.
Crystal, and this, I think this nails the camaraderie
Yes, it
of
does.
the Scouts like the best, in my personal opinion. I loved it. I loved it, and more than ever, I think that this needs to be a live action series, like more than ever.
Yeah. It's so cute.
Hey, Bakugo is back. Welcome back.
And the actress that plays Usagi, oh my god, like she's adorable.
They all were adorable.
Yes, they were.
Oh yeah, and then these are the Yuma.
Yeah,
people that
that's
played the
the backup
Yumas.
dancers.
Yeah.
They played multiple parts. Like some of them played the teacher at the beginning and stuff. It was great.
And then of course, I got some standalone pictures.
Yeah, this was amazing.
Maggie, you want to tell us a little bit about this because I know nothing about it.
Oh, it's they are all dressed up in kimonos. I guess they just wanted to show some Japanese flair. Funny thing, the guy sitting next to me on the other side of myself, he is Japanese, and he sat down next to me at the beginning of the show. He's like, "So I've never watched any Sailor Moon. A family member called me and told me I needed to get out of the house and watch a show and told me to come to this one." And, you know, there was a bunch of ladies on the other side of him, you know, they kind of laughed. We all chuckled and stuff. And then I was like, so if you've never watched, I said, you have no clue what you're about to see. He's like, no clue.
I love everybody cheering
Yes.
when Mamoru walks out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in a kimono.
I know.
Really?
It's great.
And he said, my family member told me that I'll probably see a Japanese person, but I feel like the only Japanese people that are here are on stage. Yes, this movie people. But he, at the end of the show, turned around and said, "So, how are you feeling?" He said, "I'm definitely going to check it out now."
Yeah.
I said, "That's great." I said, "Remember, there's a manga, and there's like 2 iterations of this in animation." And he said, "Oh, okay." I said, "The Sailor Moon Crystal one's a little bit quicker because it's a little bit closer to the manga." I said, "The 90s animation takes a hot minute to get through."
You should have sent him to the podcast.
Yeah. But during this part, whenever they all came out in their kimonos, he screamed. He thought that was so great. He was clapping and stuff.
That's awesome.
Which everybody went wild. But I think, if I'm not, I think they, the creator of Sailor Moon, or the people that did the 90s animation and stuff back in the day, I think there is a picture of them in kimonos. I don't remember an episode or anything, but I think they always did like seasonal things.
Okay,
There she is.
Listen at the crowd here. Dude, anytime she'd walk out, just immediately.
And see, and she
screams.
changed her dress is different here too. It's usually in the show it's like, full length. But there it had like a slit down the leg. So
I like this photo.
I know.
They're so cute. They're so cute. Oh man. So again, I didn't know how much of this video stuff I'd be able to play.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got like a bunch that's like we've seen already.
But yeah, that she has a dancing dress on it. It's great.
Dude, people loved her, and she owned the stage.
Yeah, she
did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah,
Her little laugh.
and obviously the audio's a bit off with the
Yeah.
video because where we're playing it through, to be able to like zoom in and stuff and playing it through an Apple TV.
Yeah.
So,
And the fact the fact that they gave her this type of song is hilarious to me.
So like as far as like the kimono,
Yeah.
yeah. So like as far as that, like you said, the creator of Sailor Moon like she would draw them in like different outfits and stuff.
Yeah, and which, like I said, because whenever the animation department was doing Sailor Moon that we're watching for the podcast now, I don't know how much she had to say in some of the things because they were trying to keep up with the manga. And that's why they had to stretch out so many seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was some promotional art somewhere that they were drawn in kimonos similar, like they wore their colors and stuff, kind of like Power Rangers do.
That's cool.
And I also showed Matt while we were there that, you know, she took inspiration from fashion designers and stuff. You go, Beryl. I saw that leg just
And
twisted.
I gotta say, like, if Beryl was more like this,
Yeah.
like, I think she'd be a much better villain in the show.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think tonally, this just kind of captures the fun
Yeah.
of Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
You know? Which obviously we're there in person, so it's a little bit different. But, like, you know, if they were to do it like a live action adaptation, I feel like you'd want to get some of this in there.
That crowd went bonkers over her.
They loved her. Which, I mean, she was great.
She
like,
was great.
You know,
I
fair
loved her
enough,
laugh.
you know? Oh, yeah, and here the scouts come back out. So this is all playing in order. So, like, after they got done being in their kimonos, they come back out after Queen Beryl's song. And now they're all back in their scouts.
This is a callback to the beginning, but they came out holding their planets.
Oh, my God.
It
Really?
yeah. It was really cute. Beryl was a bad girl. DJ.
I should get Laura Vandervoort to play her. They did have one song, I will say, that I loved, which was where they were all singing about how, like, sad their lives were before they met Usagi and how happy, like...
That made,
I love that. When I say... I was bawling my eyes out during that. Dude.
I cried at the beginning when he wasn't there.
Oh, man.
Because I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. When I finally got in there and got to sit down next to Maggie, like, and I was, you know, watching Maggie watch this, like, that made me cry, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I was just so happy that Maggie got to, you know, do this. I mean, I know this is something you've always wanted to do. And, like, the fact that our life has led us to a place that we could do this together.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was very happy that we got to do that. And then after that, you know, and I start to actually, you know, enjoy the show for what it is. Like, I loved it, you know, especially if you've watched the podcast that we do. Like, if you've watched this over the past few weeks, you know how I feel about how, like, the scouts treat Usagi and how, like, nobody ever really gives her flowers and stuff. And, like, the fact that in this, there's an entire song where each scout specifically calls out what Usagi means to them.
Yes.
It, like, I mean, it hit me right in the feels. I loved it. Loved it so much. And, like, again, it's all in Japanese, and I'm, like, kind of reading the subtitles while I'm also watching.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want to just see words. I also want to, like, see them do the performance, you know? But it was just so good, man. Like, I really enjoyed this a lot. Like, as much as this is, like,
well, and I mean, tickets weren't too bad price wise.
Not for a live show.
No, and if you get a chance, I say more than likely they'll probably bring this tour back around because just about every seat in that theater was filled.
I mean, I don't know why they don't just do this as like a one-off movie. You know, I mean, even if they just did like the live, like how they did Hamilton.
Yeah,
for Disney Plus,
true.
like
just
something like
film
that.
It,
you know, like I don't know why they don't just at least do that. You know,
but
this might be the part where they say, "Okay, you can get your cameras out."
Yeah.
So everything up to this point was not supposed to be recorded or pictured.
Okay.
I love this.
Take a picture.
It's so great.
Hashtag Sailor Moon Super Live.
Yeah, I need to share this. But hashtag Sailor Moon Super Live.
Oh my god, her voice just makes me smile.
This is amazing. It was so fun, you guys. And obviously, since they said we could film this, I can just play this. So it's all good. Literally everything up to this, I was not supposed to.
No, he wasn't.
I gotta say, I know, like, we take it for granted.
Yeah.
iPhone video quality is fantastic.
Yes,
like
it
it's
is.
insane, and like even the audio.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I don't blow everybody's
Ears.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Bring me Mamoru Chiba. Oh yeah, the scene where she says, he called me.
Oh, he called me Osaka.
Yeah.
And she giggles and she's like, I'll call him Momo-chan.
Oh my god. I was like,
So
I love
cute.
this. I love it so much.
I will say, whenever the Sailor V part was at the beginning, and it showed her fighting bad guys, which was just like the video game, which was hilarious. Those dressed like the bad guys in the video game. At one point, she kicks one of them, and she poses for a picture. So cute.
I had to pull up the
You're
YouTube,
fine.
make sure that we weren't getting blocked.
No, we're not. We haven't went black yet.
I mean, I doubt we would, seeing as how it's like a live recording. But like, you know, it is also the theme song. So it's
I
hard
don't
to
know.
tell.
I don't know how.
YouTube flags. Stuff.
Well, yeah, and also I don't know how strict Sailor Moon peoples are on YouTube.
And here I am just zooming in and out. Yeah, be like,
Take
oh,
pictures.
I gotta take a bet. Let me get back in here.
Oh, there's 1,000 videos with this song, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you,
Thank you,
Hikari.
Hikari.
Appreciate that. And I feel like the majority of this song is made for those moments to have the
Yes.
poses, to have the pictures.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Anytime you see them coming over to the side of stuff and waving and
Yeah.
posing, I love that.
Like, it was very well thought out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, most live shows, they're like, hey, fuck cameras, you know, you should be here, be in the moment. But
Look
like,
at the poses.
they actually like embraced it and like built choreography around the idea of
Yeah.
you taking pictures. And like, I
Yeah.
appreciated that, you know? What other animes have you guys watched?
Yuri on Ice.
Ah, Yuri on Ice.
I've watched Blue Exorcist.
Maggie's our resident anime person. Horimaya.
Horimaya, Inuyasha,
I love Horimaya.
Trigun, Cowboy Bebop,
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball,
Pokemon. If you
Pokemon,
count.
if you count it as an anime.
Digimon, of course.
Yeah. Maggie's family when it comes to good anime. I'm trying to think of any others I've watched. Dang it. I can't think of any.
Oh, and Your Name is my favorite movie.
Yes, it is. I like all, I've missed a few Ghibli films. I haven't watched all of them, but I like Kiki's Delivery Service is like way up there for me, Studio Ghibli wise.
Mononoke is my favorite.
Mononoke is awesome.
And Totoro. Those are my
Yes.
two favorites.
And Spirited Away. Spirited Away is a masterpiece, I think. She was so good.
I love it. It was so good. So good. And then, of course, I got some stills from that. But man, just what a fantastic show.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
I think this is actually the thumbnail for the for
Yeah,
the
it
episode.
is, I think.
But as far as like the plot goes, Usagi dies,
Yeah, they Romeo and Juliet it in the
And-
manga and stuff. So yeah,
and Mamoru goes bad.
yeah, Yeah.
But then they come back to life. But then she used the crystal on him. But
Yeah.
then he went evil and had the crystal. And there's a lot.
yeah.
There's a lot that I'm not familiar with. But you know what? I'm just gonna like not think about it
Yeah.
and just if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't happen, I'm not. This was an adaptation. And I don't know what will happen in the anime and what won't happen, or if
and
it'll happen completely
any-
different.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Any true? Oh, God, I'm trying to think. People
True
that are
crime.
people that like it to the book. I can't think of the word.
Continuity,
Probably continuity,
lore.
lore, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sailor Venus with the sword happened. She did the deed. It was awesome. She had the sword and everything. It was great.
It was pretty fucking rad.
yeah.
I'll say that.
I've watched My Hero Academia, but I am not I'm way behind on it. And
Okay, we'll talk about this.
Spy
here in a
X
minute.
Family.
Oh my god. So
Spy X
good.
Family, I loved it. We watched the movie in theaters.
Yeah, that was
It
my
was so
first.
cute.
Well, I saw the first episode, and then we watched the movie.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I would say honestly, at this point, series wise,
yeah.
like having finished You're on Us, like I'd say that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I've watched that one
but I mean,
multiple times.
Obviously, I love Digimon. But I mean,
Fairy
it's
Tale.
so vastly different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's hard to really compare. It's like saying what's your favorite movie,
yeah.
even though I can tell you it's Your Name,
Yeah.
and then Back to the Future, and then Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
and then plenty of others.
I love Fairy Tale. I've watched that multiple times all the way through. And yes, there's over 200 episodes.
But now it's time
Multiple movies.
to get into Puberty.
But with superpowers.
Yeah. Big change.
Good job, Maggie.
Thanks. All right.
Do you want, you want me to?
Transformations. No, you can man it if that's okay.
Yeah.
Transformations used in the musical: Moon Prism power makeup, Mercury power makeup, Mars power makeup, Jupiter power makeup. Attacks used in the musical. Yeah, I guess we didn't really see Venus.
Yeah, she
transform.
came out and she was already.
She was already
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Attacks used in the musical: Moon Tiara, Boomerang.
It was really cool how they did
Yeah.
because like they would kind of pantomime
Yeah.
and then like they would throw it, but
Yeah.
then like the stage lights would do
Go.
stuff,
Yeah.
and also the screen behind them
Yes.
would have
Yeah.
like sparkles and shit.
Yeah. They did a really good job with
and that's also how they did Luna.
Yes.
Was she was just a cat on the screen,
Yes.
like a silhouette, like
Yeah.
you didn't even see like the cat.
No, I guess
Yeah.
they didn't want to really try.
No, I mean, it was honestly I prefer the way they did it.
I liked it too because I've
Unless
seen the
they-
90s live action. and
Unless they wanted to do it like how they did, like the Paw Patrol live on stage, and have a person as the cat, but like with a giant foam puppet
No.
as the cat around them.
No,
Unless
that's
they
too
wanted to
big.
do that, I'm glad with the way they went.
Anyways, Moon Healing Escalation, Mercury, Aqua Mist, Acorio Tassan, which is the yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Curse,
think.
demon,
Yes.
Tag.
Yeah, talismans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jupiter Thunderbolt, Rolling Heart Vibration, Sailor Teleport, which was so cool.
Oh yeah, I saw him teleport.
I
They
told Matt, I
teleport.
said, I told you they teleport.
It was shocking.
Venus Love Me Chain and Sailor Planet Attack.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
But now it's time for pizza time.
Yeah.
Oh.
time. All right. We ate at Shake Shack.
Hell yeah, we did. Oh my god, you guys. Have y'all been to Shake Shack?
was delicious.
Let me tell you, the shack sauce, whatever it's called.
Shack
Oh my
sauce.
God, so good. This is my burger. It was greasy. It about made me sick, but oh my God, it's so good.
Mine was a black truffle burger.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Had crispy onions on it.
And then is the milkshake on here? No, it's not. The milkshake is not on here.
We got a cherry blossom milkshake. I liked it.
I was not a fan. I
It
didn't.
was
think
like a
that
really
good.
lot, like cotton candy flavor.
Yeah. I don't like
It
it.
wasn't Matt's thing.
But I love Shake Shack. That's probably my favorite burger joint.
Yeah, if we know there's one nearby, we go.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like we went to In-N-Out once, wasn't?
Yeah, that's where we was in Vegas.
Yeah.
First go around.
And obviously, we've got like Five Guys near
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
and Cookout. You know.
Yeah, but nothing compares.
Yeah, Shake Shack is probably
Yeah.
the best burger, except for the best burger I've ever had was Guy Fieri's mac and cheese burger in Vegas. It was fantastic.
Sorry.
Some donkey
sorry, Matt.
sauce.
Sorry, Matt CR. We're making him hungry.
Amen.
Oh,
Go
where's
Shake Shack.
Daniels at? He always shows up when we start talking about food.
That's it for pictures, by the way.
Okay.
That was all the pictures. So now it's time for Can You Spot the Difference? I like how I took over. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sailor Moon!
All right. What changes were made from the manga to the show? This show is based on the Dark Kingdom arc of the original manga.
Sorry, I just realized your vertical is
Off center.
yeah.
Okay.
There we
I
go.
was like, what's going on?
No, my bad.
Now it's time for the talent mix.
Hey,
Hey, I like this guy.
Pete.
Yeah. Rumi Zero!
Oh.
Now I was gonna list every
Oh,
musical
gosh.
number, but I decided not to do that
Thank
to you
you.
because there was like 40, and they were like I even like highlighted them all, put them through translation, and it didn't do anything. So like I don't even
Oh
know.
God.
I don't
Google
even know.
doesn't even know how to translate
Like I
them.
think some of them were French. And I think some of them were Japanese.
Oh, okay.
So but some of it was in English. So I mean, like yeah. So
Yeah.
instead, it's just this.
Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the Super Live original soundtrack is available on Spotify.
That's right. It may be on other streaming platforms. I don't know, but I know for a fact it's on Spotify
Yeah.
because I was listening to it earlier today while I was writing the script.
Good job, Matt.
Thanks.
Now, next time.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Next time on Sailor Moon, Season 1, Episode 29, Total Chaos, the Messy Love Rectangle?
The messy love rectum.
Okay. I think this will be about the blue rainbow crystal, if I'm not mistaken.
Isn't this the one where like Ray, like it has to do with Mamoru and Ray, and
Yeah.
right?
I think so.
It's been a minute. Listen, here's the thing. If you've been listening to this, if you're not somebody that watches it on YouTube, I forgot to upload the last episode. So it's actually, that episode was like 2 weeks ago. And then we've not watched an episode of Sailor Moon since then. So we're a little bit behind. You're going to get 2 episodes very quickly in succession because I forgot to post it. And I'm very sorry to the
Yeah.
audio listeners. But people who are watching us live and on YouTube, you all know it's been...
Oh, it's about shoot, I just lost his name. It's about Matoki's girlfriend and how
Oh,
Makoto
yeah.
and Usagi try to go after him, try to claim him when they find out the relationship is on the rocks.
Red alert.
Uh-oh.
Red alert.
Oh God, we're an hour away from pre-orders, aren't
1
we?
hour warning for Nintendo Switch 2 US pre-orders. Listen, everybody. Over, did I drop it in Discord? I forget where I put it. On Blue Sky, I retweeted a tweet or reskeeted a skeet. You can follow me at, what is it? Matt at Hopefully Awesome, I think is my name.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, at matt.hopefullyawesome.com. I've got a link So all the places to pre-order the Switch 2. If you're wanting to get a Switch 2, and it's not affiliate links. It's just somebody that I follow, Patrick Klepek, I think is how
Yeah,
you say his
didn't
name.
they post like everywhere?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's called a parent's guide to pre-ordering the Switch 2, but it is, I mean, anybody can use it obviously, but it is direct links to the actual product. So, you know, sometimes if you go into like Target and you search, it won't be showing
It'll
up
bring
yet,
up
right?
like a gazillion things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is direct links to whether you want the standard version, the one with Mario Kart, if you want the individual games that they're selling, the accessories, all of those with links, individual, for Best Buy, Target, Walmart, I think GameStop maybe.
Yeah, I think you.
I think it's on
said,
there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're looking to pre-order the Switch 2 tonight, I will be staying up to do that, and we'll see how it goes. I gotta try and get 2.
Please
I'm gonna try and
God.
get 2. I think I'm gonna pre-order 2 different places.
Okay.
I think that's how I'm gonna try and
That's
do
the
it.
plan.
Because if I try and check out with 2, I feel like they're gonna block me.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're
So.
like, nah,
Didn't say the magic word. So anyway, that is your PSA. Again, those links. Now, to be clear, it's supposed to start at midnight. Sometimes they hit the launch button sooner. So I've
Refresh
shouted
the
this
hell
out.
out of that link.
I've shouted him out before. Wario64 is on it immediately. That's the only reason I still even have Twitter. But
only
as soon
because
as
of
they're
him.
live, he posts it. So follow him, turn on notifications for the next hour, and as soon as they go live, if you're looking to get it. If not, well, then don't worry about any of this.
Yeah.
But everybody, that's going to wrap it up for us for this week's episode of Sailor Moon Cosmic Power Rewind. We hope you all enjoyed our little walkthrough of the live show.
Yeah.
It was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll be back next week with a standard episode of the Sailor Moon vodcast. And we'll be back again tomorrow, Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
Super
Good
90s
job.
playback.
Good job, Matt.
Hey, look at that. Who says Adderall doesn't work? We got 3 other VHS tapes that we will be picking through for tomorrow for Super Nice Playback. So come hang out with us as we discover what nifty 90s content are on these VHS tapes.
Heck yeah.
But it's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Again, special thank you to Basilius of Stupidonia and Our Lady Hikari for being our Patreon producers for the month. We greatly appreciate you both. And of course, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or become a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Get access to special stuff, get special Discord roles, and of course, just get your name listed in every stream that we do. That's it. I'm out of things to say.
What kind of side effects does this have? You're like reading as you are talking as fast as those people do in those commercials.
Huh?
In the medicine commercials.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. Like how
I
they
gotta
just
get the Switch too.
It's only 11:03, Matthew.
Maggie, they could go live any moment. It could go live at any moment. All right. I have dropped out from this. I'm on Switch time now, baby. All right. And if I don't get
call
it,
me baby.
if I don't get it, I'm gonna scream and wake up all the children.
Please don't.
I'm
Don't
not
wake
gonna
up
do
our
that. I won't
babies
do
like
that.
that.
I won't do
Don't
that.
wake them up.
I'm feeling pretty good about getting a
Okay.
pre-order. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hop
I
in the
feel like
Discord.
you could like vibrate through the wall right now.
Hop in the Discord, and I'll let y'all know if I'm successful. Let us know if you're successful.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as
Have a
always,
hopefully awesome day.
bye.